TWA presents on your money, Maximum Overdrive. Welcome everyone to TWA's Maximum Overdrive. We are live in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, before we go any further, folks, I would like to point out my condolences to all those victims who have suffered in the terrible Boston Marathon tragedy that happened a few days ago. All I want to say is, in the city of Boston, get well soon, alright? And as for those two pieces of shit who caused this, just burn in hell, you two fucks. Coming up, first match on the card, Universal Championship action. Batman will defend against Waluigi, who had just won a number one contenders match on the last Battlefront together. He had defeated Legs, although that came with a little bit of assistance. Can Waluigi get the job done against the long-reigning Universal Champion? Let's find out. The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the TWA Universal Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Italy, weighing in at 219 pounds, Waluigi. Waluigi recently lost the tag team championship belts at TLMania. Now he's going to go solo and try to find single success to Nintendo Power. Although I think he's way in over his head. And his opponent from Gotham City, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the TWA Universal Champion, Batman!
You said that Waluigi and Donkey Kong lost the tag titles at TLMania. Well, judging from how Waluigi is challenging Batman and Donkey Kong is in the championship Jumble, they could both become champions again.
Indeed, except the only difference is that instead of the tag team titles, they would both be holding separate singles championships. Donkey Kong possibly with the Primetime title, and Waluigi possibly with the Universal Championship, provided they can win their matches here tonight.
And that would give Nintendo Power a pretty big edge.
No kidding. Oh, there's Waluigi's new Nintendo Power leader, Fox McClane. Waluigi, he's feeling really cocky now. And Waluigi starts it off with a backdrop. Waluigi so far has been able to floor Batman with a few of those kicks.
Well, that's Waluigi's deadliest weapon.
Waluigi suplexes Batman back into the ring. Although you have to wonder if Batman is becoming a little bit distracted thanks to the outside presence of Fox McClane.
Maybe Luigi or Wario or the newest TWA employee Link might help out Batman here.
Well, then again, Batman, he's not a man that typically needs help. He's been Universal Champion ever since November, I believe. And he's still going strong. He's had victories and awesome matchups against men the likes of Captain Rhodes the Joker, and Jack Torrance. However, what if Batman needs to be concerned about the presence of Bane, who is also here tonight?
You pointed out Batman's been champion since around November. Wow, he's almost been Universal Champion for as long as Conan has been TWA Champion.
Well, when these men are athletes, they are athletes. These guys are for real in that ring.
We've also got to point out that wins matter a lot this time of the year, because as you know, we're approaching King of the Tube season, so wins equal points and points equal spots in the tournament.
So therefore, this match would mean a whole lot to Waluigi. Not only would he win the Universal Championship, he could get at least 2 points up and enter himself into the King of the Tube tournament come June.
And I think he's around the 16th or 17th spot, so winning should put him up around the possibly 12th spot.
What is Waluigi doing goofing around? He can't win the title on the floor. It looks like Fox McCloud's going to stick his nose into Batman's business. And Batman, he's had enough. He's had enough of the Joker's antics, and he's decided no more clowning around too in terms of Waluigi. Waluigi with another dive. I gotta say though, out of most of the opponents Batman has faced, Waluigi is really giving Batman a hard time. Batman looks... Oh my god, he just accidentally nailed the referee! Waluigi, he's going for the last ride. Oh, please tell me it's not going to end like this. Come on. Oh no. And Fox McCloud, he's giving Waluigi a steel chair.
Wasn't the last ride enough?
Oh, he just smacked Batman with it. And I think the referee is still out. Oh, this is not good. This looks like a victory for Nintendo Power here. Come on, no. One, 2, 3. Come on! Waluigi, damn it, he's the new champ. The winner of this bout is new TWA Universal Champion, Waluigi. I cannot believe that. That was a sham. Batman was robbed of the Universal title. But come on, didn't the referee clearly see that whole thing should have been disqualification? Coming up next, we've got an Inferno match. This one's personal.
And may I point out the most last-minute match assigned on this card?
Scorpion taking on Nazareth. These two were originally tag team partners in the tournament designed to see who would face the tag team champions at Telemania. They failed to win the tournament, and Scorpion took his anger out on Nazareth, and hence we are...
Well, the following contest is an Inferno match. Introducing first, from the Netherrealm, weighing in at 219 pounds, Scorpion!
Scorpion, this new attitude of his has not become embraced that well by the fans.
New attitude. He's been this way forever. He's a moody, whiny little teenager.
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 246 pounds, Nazareth!
Nazareth is starting to hear cheers from the fans again ever since he came to the aid of Sub-Zero against Scorpion on that last battlefront. Nazareth looks like he's going in there with a purpose once again. He is there simply to put Scorpion through the fire. Lit. We're now at, I believe, 300 degrees, maybe a little more. It's hard to believe this match got so personal, so quick.
You're telling me this match was assigned just last Battlefront? Who assigns an Inferno match to a minuscule pay-per-view like this at the last minute?
Well, you would have to ask Billy Mays. He's the one who organizes the matchups. Or used to organize the matchups. Because apparently now, Billy Mays is no longer the TWA head executive general manager. Apparently, we now have Donald Trump as our new boss. But back to the match. Scorpion, I don't know if he was trying to go for a submission hold. That would have been pointless. This match, I think it would be a close call in terms of who could win this. Because both Scorpion and Nazareth come through the depths of fire. Nazareth came from hell. Scorpion came from the Netherrealm.
Which is essentially another variation of hell.
And considering the awesome technical skills of both of these individuals, this match could go on a while. But then again, this is not about executing the best figure 4 leg lock. This is once again simply about throwing the person into the fire. It looks like Nazareth is very close. Nazareth attempts a headlock. Nazareth, one clothesline, double clothesline, and it ends it off with a drop. Beautifully done. Holy crap! Nazareth is saying it's time to end this. And he goes for the pullback big boot. But I don't know if that's going to get him over the top rope and into the fire.
Well, they don't have to throw him over the ropes anymore. THQ fixed that.
Now it looks like Scorpion, he's kind of bleeding from the face. And he's sending him very close into the fire. Nazareth, he's stomping, and that's it! That's it! Quickly and mercifully over.
Winner of this bout, Nazareth!
Well, Nazareth sure showed Scorpion a thing or two. You don't attack Nazareth from behind, or else you're going to pay the price. Well, I guess quick win for Nazareth. And now we gotta focus on champion. He is now on the superstar line as he defeated Batman, of course thanks to the help of his new Nintendo Power boss, Fox McCloud. But life moves on, and coming up next, we've got some women's championship action. This one's personal too.
And for some reason we don't have a match card thing.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the TWA Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Camp Crystal Lake, weighing in at 121 pounds, Mrs. Pamela Voorhees.
Pamela Voorhees feels that Metal Queen has been ducking her in terms of her challenge one-on-one for the women's title. Because at Telemania, those two got it on, except they had tag team partners of the male gender in their corner. Metal Queen had Imhotep. Pamela Voorhees had her son Jason. And needless to say, Imhotep and Metal Queen abused the rules of the tag match for themselves to rig it and keep Metal Queen as champion.
And her opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 139 pounds, she is the TWA Women's Champion, Metal Queen.
And then just when Pamela Voorhees wanted a one-on-one matchup with her, she gets attacked from behind by Metal Queen's new entourage, which comprises of Melina and the Bride of Frankenstein. How she brainwashed those two to do her bidding, I have no idea.
And as it was pointed out, at Pamela Voorhees' request, this is no disqualification, which I think was a stupid move because now Melina and the Bride can help Metal Queen all she wants.
Nonetheless, Voorhees finally gets the one-on-one match for the women's title. Keep in mind, Pamela Voorhees has challenged for the women's championship before, but she was facing a great champion in Sarah Connor, and wasn't quite able to wrest the title from her. Could that change here tonight? And just like you predicted, Mark, Melina is on the outside, possibly waiting to strike. She's right in that ring, and there's nothing that can be done about it. It's no disqualification. Therefore, Pamela Voorhees is pretty much in a handicap match right now. Oh! Looks like Melina has done her business and she's leaving the ring apparently. Maybe she's really confident that Metal Queen can get the job done. Pamela Voorhees with a German suplex. And she goes for the back of Metal Queen's head. Pamela Voorhees is known to be very brutal in her attacks. However, it is said that she is not technically gifted as a woman's wrestler, which can be a problem because much like the champion that came before her, Sarah Connor, Metal Queen is actually very gifted in that ring. You can say what you want about her, but she's earned the moniker of being women's champion because she fights her heart out for it.
You want to know who the real lucky one is? Imhotep. He somehow got into her dress.
beg your pardon. And Pamela Voorhees sees fit to smash our monitors. And, of course, the title can be determined on the floor. And,
She almost fell right into your lap. Why couldn't it have been mine?
Pamela Voorhees looks like she's finally achieving her edge against Metal Queen. Ever since she tossed her on our table, breaking in the process, Metal Queen has not been able to seize the advantage. However, the great Yogi Berra says it ain't over till it's over. And I think Metal Queen, I think she was playing possum there, because there's a side suplex. And now she's really wrenching her legs. And now Pamela Voorhees trips up Metal Queen. And there's a drop kick to the back of the head. Pamela Voorhees looks all disoriented. It seems once Metal Queen found the way to play possum, she's been able to seize the advantage ever since. And there's the camel clutch! Is she going to make Pamela Voorhees submit? Pamela Voorhees, she's trying her hardest to reach the ropes, but she's nowhere near. She's climbing. And she's climbing. She's going to get near to that rope. Can she make it? Can she make it? No, she cannot. That's it. We got a successful title retention here.
Winner of this bout, and still TWA Women's Champion, Metal Queen.
Well, I don't know what to say. Maybe in the end, Pamela Voorhees was just not strong or smart enough. She must have not done her homework, because she just got beat by another champion in May. And Pamela Voorhees, we should have known she would react this way. Took that steel pipe and knocked Metal Queen out unconscious.
That whore sent her slave to interfere in our match. And now it's my turn. Jason, get out here and help me rip Metal Queen's arms off!
Voorhees.
What's this?
I'm confused here. I'm confused here. Do we have two Jasons? Well, which one's the real Jason? these two just staring each other eye to eye, nose to nose.
Mask to mask.
Fans at the TV Garden don't know what to make of this event. And there's the Crystal Lake Cross. Executed by Jason Voorhees. If that is the real Jason Voorhees. And this Jason Voorhees just took Pamela and headbutted her right in the corner.
That headbutt. That mask must be really hard because Pamela's busted open.
And now Pamela Voorhees, she's not unconscious now. And Jason Voorhees had just left the building. Meanwhile, the other Jason Voorhees is left lying in the middle of the ring. I think we need to get security to find out what this is all about. Coming up next, we've got a hardcore match. It is diehard John McClane taking on the monster known as Bane. I must say, John McClane, he has faced many foes. He has won a few world titles. But he's way in over his head here, I think, going up against this monstrosity known as Bane.
The following contest is a hardcore match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the pit, weighing in at 271 pounds, Bane!
Did you see his nameplate? Can you believe a guy that big is really only 5'11"?
Must have gotten on steroids or something. Yes. No matter if he's 5'11", 6'11", he was 7 foot ago. This man he speaks terror. Bad news.
And his opponent, from New York City, weighing in at 226 pounds, diehard John McClane!
Many things can be said about John McClane. He doesn't back down from any challenge, big or small. He is a very brave guy. He's got a lot of guts. However, he may have more guts than brains.
Well, my only strategy for him is just keep trying to avoid Bane's grasp, because if he grabs him, he's probably going to put him in that backbreaker that permanently took Joker out of the equation.
Thing. Wrestling is like 95% grappling. And if Bane gets one grapple on you, it's like getting punched by Ivan Drago. You're essentially done. Oh! Even one punch by Bane sends you halfway across the ring. Just that grasp, he keeps throwing John McClane down with the belly-to-nose suplex. Bane is just coming at John McClane full force. Look at the muscles on this man. And John McClane, he's already suffered such a beating that he can't hang on to the ropes once he got thrown on the outside. John McClane, he trips on the steel steps. Referee begins his 10 count. Oh, sorry. My bad. This is a hardcore match. Oh, and Bane just speared John McClane right into the barricade. His back might be broken right there. Steel steps for extra measure.
I think Granny and Jane are somewhere here in the audience because I thought I heard them.
Please, let's not talk about them. Let's keep focused on this match. As I've noticed, John McClane, he has not gotten one offensive move in since this match started. And that is very uncommon for a man the caliber of McClane. He usually always starts with offense. Needless to say, I think McClane met his match. I don't trust what Bane's gonna do here. This is not good. John McClane just keeps trying to get back up on his feet, but Bane won't allow it. Oh, German suplex right on the steel.
Actually, I think that's concrete.
Either way, it hurts.
Oh, he tossed him right into the car.
Oh, that suplex, I think, only took one arm with little to no effort. That is how dangerous Bane is. Oh, and he just flattened his face right onto that concrete. What's he gonna do now? Oh, that headbutt with that mask that he wears. That has to be extra hard on McClane's face.
Uh-oh. That's it.
That's it. Oh, backbreaker. That's... Oh. Forget about it. Bane's the winner.
Who's your winner? Bane!
Well, I think we just have another career ended here. Bane arrogantly celebrating his victory. Hey, he's not moving.
I think I heard his back crack just like Joker's, so yes, I think you're right. His career is finished.
John McClane, brave and full of guts that he is, even he cannot overcome the mighty mountain of muscle and pain that is known as Bane. I wouldn't be surprised McClane ends up in a wheelchair here.
Okay, security's coming with a stretcher now.
And John McClane, as you see, has been taken to the hospital. He's suffered a severe spinal injury at the hands of Bane. and we'll hope to keep you posted on his condition. Coming up next, folks, we've got the Primetime Championship Jumble between these 5 competitors that you see here. Now, James Bond and the Invisible Man have elected to be numbers 1 and 2 so they can finally get their hands on each other and determine who the better man is. Of course, the Primetime Championship was vacated a few Battlefronts ago by the last reigning champion, who was the Wolfman, but he decided to retire.
The following contest is the Championship Jumble match. There is a 10-minute time limit on the match. 2 superstars start in the ring, and every 2 minutes a new superstar enters. If a superstar scores a pinfall or submission over another superstar, he becomes the current champion. Whoever is the champion at the end of 10 minutes becomes the official Primetime Champion. Introducing first, entrant number 1, from parts unknown, the Invisible Man.
I really like this guy, so I'm pulling for him to win this.
With all due respect, Mark, I probably gotta go with Donkey Kong as the new Primetime champion. With his massive strength, he has been an asset to Nintendo Power for a long while. And also, Waluigi walked away with the Universal Championship here tonight. He used to say that lightning did not strike twice for Nintendo Power.
And entrant number 2, from London, England, weighing in at 216 pounds, 007, James Bond!
These two have been forced to team up for a few months. Now they can finally get their hands on each other. With this Primetime title on the line, you can bet that will be that much more intense. And here we go. 10-minute timekeeper has begun.
And when the clock strikes 8, that's when we'll get entrant number 3. When it hits 6, number 4. And when it hits 4, number 5.
Now, as you heard, folks, if, say, James Bond gets the pinfall on the Invisible Man, he's only the champion for most of the match. He would have to hold on to that pinfall or submission and hold on to the Primetime Championship until the time limit runs out. Then he will officially be recognized as the champion. Of course, there's 5 men here, so who knows who's going to walk out here with this Primetime Championship. The only other time I believe we had a championship jumble match was from last year. It was for the world title, I believe.
Well, actually, throughout TWA's history, we've had 2 other jumbles. one at End of Days, I believe 2 years ago. And then there was that one, I think around the summer of last year, where Mario was the champion then.
Yes, and Mario was so successful, nobody got a pin throughout that entire matchup. James Bond goes for the backbreaker on Invisible Man. He is not holding back.
5 seconds to our next entrant.
And here we go. Here it is, the odds-on favorite, Donkey Kong. James Bond and Invisible Man better watch their backs here. Bond going for a crucifix pin, but Invisible Man crawls out of it. And now, Donkey Kong chooses to take aim at 007. That massive, hairy forearm. One. Oh, not even a one count. Nobody's going to allow anybody to get that pinfall or submission.
That's interesting. In the previous two Jumbles, there was a champion going into it, and they both ended in draws. But since the title's vacant here, what happens if it once again goes to a draw?
Well, then I imagine they would all go into overtime. We have to crown a champion here tonight. There's no way that we can keep the title vacant any longer. Donkey Kong, he's returning to the ring. Invisible Man once again destroying our newly repaired table. And now Bond throws the Invisible Man right into the barricade. But he can't turn his back for 1 second, because if he's not focusing on Invisible Man, it's Donkey Kong. If it's not Donkey Kong, it's Invisible Man. And Bond, he's just being thrown around, passed around the ring like a bag of chips. Is that Homer Simpson? He's all green. Invisible Man tried to go for a pin, but no avail. Now, what's Homer doing? Is that Homer smash? And he just destroyed Invisible Man by placing him right into the broken barricade. And Homer with a simplex on 007. And now Homer. Oh, he's got guts to go after the big man in the matchup, Donkey Kong.
Well, I've never seen Homer this aggressive in a match. There's another simplex.
You're kidding. He goes for the pin. One. No. Donkey Kong gets the shoulder up. Homer Simpson made a statement on Battlefront that he wants to be a champion. He is sick and tired of being treated like a mid-carder and wants to be viewed as a superstar. He wants to be a contender, not a pretender. We got Bond and the Invisible Man paired up, and Homer and Donkey Kong paired up. And oh boy. Brace yourself, Mark. Alright.
What the hell are you doing, cameraman? Donkey Kong just went through our table and you see fit to just film that crap?
Looks like I think Bond or Invisible... Yeah, Bond has been busted open. He's bleeding. 1, 2, 3! An Invisible Man gets the pinfall, therefore he is the current champion. But can he hold on to it for the next 4 minutes? And here's the final entrant, number 5, Lloyd Christmas.
Walks right into a simplex.
He's wearing a suit. What's the matter with him? 1. And Lloyd Christmas, he's dressed up for dance, but not for the ring. Pretty much like that Fandango guy you see on Raw. Fandango. Now WWE finally has its own Dancing with the Stars character. What the fuck does that have to do with professional wrestling? What were they thinking? The only thing I gotta say, WWE is Fandango. Fuck yourself.
While you were ranting there, Homer just gave Lloyd the shattered donuts. And now a simplex.
And now 1, 2, 3. James Bond is now the current champion. But wait a minute. Homer, he's got the pick, but Donkey Kong breaks it up. Now we'll see if James Bond can hold on to the championship for the next 2 minutes. Homer with a side suplex to Donkey Kong. And Homer, he just throws James Bond. Lloyd Christmas tried a submission hold on Donkey Kong, but he was too close to the ropes. It was too much action. Lloyd Christmas managed to catch Donkey Kong on an off night. 1, nope, Homer stops him. Homer knocks Donkey Kong out of the ring. Looks like everybody's going back out. Homer sees fit to shatter Donkey Kong's jewels. Ain't that a barrel of fun? Meanwhile, Homer goes for a bulldog on the Invisible Man. Donkey Kong breaks Lloyd Christmas's back. There's a simplex on the Invisible Man. He's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Now Homer is the current champion, and there's 1 minute left. I must say the title's been tossed around a lot more in this time around. Lloyd Christmas throws Donkey Kong right into the ring post. It looks like Lloyd Christmas is now bleeding at the hands of Homer. And now his Invisible Man! There's so much blood spillage. Homer's just, he's going after everybody. He's fighting like he wants that championship. And can he accomplish it? It's getting harder for him as he's facing a little attack from Lloyd Christmas. There's a chop. Invisible Man goes straight for Donkey Kong. Homer throws James Bond back into the ring. We got less than 30 seconds left. Still could be anyone's match. And now Homer throws Lloyd. We're down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it! That's it! Homer is the new Primetime champion!
Winner of this bout, and new TWA Primetime champion, Homer Simpson!
Homer Simpson is living proof that if you set your mind to a certain goal and a dream, you can achieve it. He has won his first singles championship in TWA. And now, oh come on! This is the second time Homer Simpson has been attacked at the hands of the Terminator.
Perhaps Terminator does have a pattern.
What is this pattern? I don't know what Homer Simpson did to him. Oh no. He's going for the termination. Right on the wheelchair. Oh man. Oh man. Christ, superstar. Hopefully Homer Simpson's okay. He had just overcome an incredible championship Jumble match to become, for the first time in his career, the Primetime champion. And he faces an attack from this heartless machine. Well, this is it, folks. The main event. TWA Championship. Conan the Barbarian defends his title against Captain Rhodes, and it will be decided in an I Quit match. Now, the thing to remember is, there's no pinfalls, no countouts, and no disqualifications. The only way to defeat your opponent is by making him scream, "I quit."
And he said, I quit, not I shit. Okay?
The following contest is an I Quit match, and it is for the TWA Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Palatka, Florida, weighing in at 212 pounds, Captain Rhodes.
Now, I was a little confused because last Battlefront, Rhodes and Conan, as you remember, had that little confrontation, and then Rhodes ran out of the ring and he screamed, I quit.
I think he was just testing Conan. Otherwise, he would have bowed out of this match a long time ago, and we wouldn't have had a main event here tonight. The one thing to remember is that Captain Rhodes actually does own a countout victory over Conan the Barbarian.
And his opponent from Sumer, Mesopotamia, weighing in at 261 pounds, he is the TWA Heavyweight Champion, Conan the Barbarian.
Conan won the title in the summer and is still going strong. He feels energized here tonight. Ever since he overcame his biggest obstacle in God, he feels he can overcome anything. And God, many people thought he was going to be the odds-on favorite to dethrone Conan of the TWA Championship. If God couldn't get the job done, you have to ask yourself, who will? This mighty mountain of muscle, he just finds ways to torture you.
Well, if he does retain his title tonight, he will be going to the Elimination Chamber on the Nets pay-per-view.
Conan the Barbarian, not only the world champion, but he is also number one on the King of the Tube list of points. But then again, most of the time, a world champion is first on the King of the Tube list. Conan the Barbarian, he looked like he was going to corner Captain Rhodes, but Rhodes is actually thinking smart here, going for an axe handle and not trying to fall for Conan's grappling tricks. And there's the Van Daminator. And weapons are legal in this match. Conan can use it if he wants to. And Captain Rhodes, he's running away. Typical Rhodes.
He is not running away.
Conan, he's cornering Rhodes. Now, but you have to wonder if that was a trap. It's a trap, I tell you. And Conan with a DDT. And now he's just stomping that big boot right into Captain Rhodes' chest. Now Captain Rhodes looks like he's running back to the ring. Conan is following him. In terms of stamina, I may actually give it to Captain Rhodes here, because he's carrying a little less body weight than Conan is. And that's only because of the muscle. And Conan just bashed Captain Rhodes right with the table. Conan's taken on everyone from giants to great technical wrestlers, and they have all fallen. Captain Rhodes does not intend to be on that same list. And Captain Rhodes, strange of him using a guitar, and he just battered up. Just whacked Conan, acting like he was Derek Jeter of the New York Yankees. Conan, axe handle, and a clothesline to the head. And now he grabs Captain Rhodes right by the face and throws him down. That is the famous power that is keeping the world title on Conan to this very moment. Thrown out of the ring. Conan, I think, was just toying with Rhodes, promising him mercy, but delivering destruction. Captain Rhodes, he's suffering right now. But so far, no man is showing any signs of saying, "I quit." So maybe the only way to win in terms of these two is to beat their opponent into saying, "I quit." And that's I think a pool cue stick? Captain Rhodes using any weapon he can to his avail to put that world title strap on him for the first time. And I also like to... Seems Captain Rhodes hiding behind the referee. I also like to point out that if Captain Rhodes wins the title here tonight, he will become another Triple Crown winner, because he has already been Tag Team Champion as well as Universal Champion. And Captain Rhodes, I guess I could say he does have the talent possibly to make it as a World Championship contender. But to prove that, he has to beat Conan. And Conan, he's not showing any signs of surrendering. These two have been doing more of their action outside the ring than in. And Captain Rhodes with a drop kick from the top rope, and he has finally grounded Conan the Barbarian. And he goes for the knee. But Conan, he's right back up. Captain Rhodes, you better watch your back. Conan's cornering him, using those hammer-like fists, but Captain Rhodes stops him. Oh, and there's a kick. And there's a headbutt. And Captain Rhodes runs up the steps. What is he planning to do on the top rope? Oh, he tried to go for a drop kick, but Conan gets out of the way. Conan now got hold of the steel steps. With those muscles, it's like lifting Hot Wheel toys. Now, Captain Rhodes, swinging neck breaker. Now Rhodes throws the steel steps right into the ring. Conan's favoring his head, but so is Rhodes. Now, Conan, he's now got a hold of the steel steps, but he chooses not to use them. I wonder why that is. That may cost him. Swinging a neck breaker by Captain Rhodes. Oh, he just smashed the steel steps right on Conan's face.
But it didn't even phase him.
Nothing ever phases Conan. He never stays down for longer than 2 seconds. That's why no one can pin him. Captain Rhodes now focusing on Conan's legs. Captain Rhodes being a little cocky here. He thinks he's already won this one. And here we go. I think this is the crossroads.
Say I quit! You Mr. Olympia piece of trash! No!
Conan very clearly gave a resounding no after Captain Rhodes tried to make him say, I quit. Oh, he's going to throw. Oh, no. Oh, no. Conan, don't even think about it. Oh!
He may quit there.
I'll say. Captain Rhodes, he's barely moving. And Conan, using those feats of strength, goes for the back. Captain Rhodes may not have much left in him. After being rammed in the barricade the way he was. Conan with a scoop slam. And now Conan's going to say,
You said I quit!
I quit! And that's it. That's it. Conan wins the match.
Winner of this bout, and still TWA Heavyweight Champion, Conan the Barbarian!
Captain Rhodes, he's running away.
I don't get it. Rhodes didn't really get beat up that much for him to scream, I quit.
Conan successfully retains his TWA championship. Thanks for joining in at the TD Garden, everybody. RJ and Mark signing off.